The first thing I want to share with y'all is Wolverine is definitely going to take over the mantle that is Kratos of God of War. All right. So if you know how Kratos is, you love that over the top action, brutal, bloody gameplay. Wolverine is gonna take even Kratos, the incredible Kratos, to a whole nother level. Because the truth is, after God of War Ragnarok, we're not gonna see Kratos for maybe another 3 years. You're not gonna see Kratos for another 3 years. There's big plans for God of War, and one of the big plans for God of War is the next one, not Ragnarok, but after Ragnarok, like many years later, the way it's gonna be built off the new engine that's gonna be there is gonna take things to a whole nother level. So, but in the meantime, we will have Wolverine, and it will fill that void of that particular character for the PlayStation brand. So let's get into it. One, it will be extremely brutal game. Wolverine is a brutal game. Very. To the point where it's like, yo, like, I've never even seen a Wolverine game this explicit. All right? So this game is very, very brutal. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. The second thing I'm going to tell you is, from a technology standpoint, they've been able to take dismemberment to a whole nother level. So now, you remember when I referenced God of War, right? So if you remember in God of War 3, the part where you take off, I think Helios, you take off Helios' head and stuff like that, and he's like ripping his head off, and you see the skin start to stretch and rip apart and peel, and then boom. So imagine that on steroids times 1,000. And there's another game, I forgot the name of it, but it's a game that's a working title right now, and it looks, in terms of dismemberment, it literally looks like a film that you're watching. So this is the next level of graphical detail that you're gonna see with Wolverine. Dismemberment is gonna be out of this world. When the claws come out, and it's yeah, everything you could think of, yeah, keep thinking of it, because it's happening. Period. So the next thing I want to talk about is the game itself has a mix of God of War and The Last of Us 2 in it. I didn't get a confirmation of it being open world or linear or not, but I will tell you this. You never seen a game like this before. That's one thing I can say. Wolverine is a different type of game simply because of the way it's made. And the viewpoint on how they capture the action is very different as well. So get ready. That's all I can say. Just get ready. Another thing is that it's also a connected universe merging Marvel characters together. So when you see Spider-Man, just know that this is the beginning of a bigger story that's being told and bigger things that's being revealed. All right? So Sony did something that I can't talk about. Deal-wise, partnership-wise, they did something behind the scenes that I can't talk about. But just know that it's a connected universe, and there's much more to come in the world of Marvel with PlayStation. Exclusively. Exclusively. That's all I can say right now. Another thing is that the in-game graphics rivals and most likely will surpass the Matrix Unreal Engine 5 demo. The reason why I say most likely will surpass is because the Wolverine game doesn't have as many assets or objects on screen as once, like how the Matrix did as an open world title, from what I'm hearing. So they're not using as many resources. So a lot of those resources is going into literally the character detail, models, environments, and things of that nature, without having an open world scale to that degree to deal with development wise. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But what I can tell you is, graphically, If you go right now and you play that Matrix 5 demo, Wolverine. Period. Wolverine. Get ready. It's the tech in these new engines, like a lot of the stuff that Hideo Kojima was talking about, like this is different. Period. Like to prove my point even more, look at ESBC boxing. Pay attention to what's going on here. Like next generation is this is it. 2023 and up. That's it. Like we are here. Everything we ever talked about before, Uncanny Valley and movies and yeah, we here. Ratchet and Clank proved that. But yeah, Wolverine, you ain't never seen nothing like this before. Nothing like this before. Like the way they did it, the way they're doing it, Wolverine's different.